Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be kicking off our first English Premier League Academy games. Again, just so you know, these are all friendlies. They don't count towards the league table. This is your host, Joe. I've been having some audio difficulties, so I am working through them. So, one of the things that we're going to do that's different from the previous games in the Irish League is we're going to spend a couple of minutes before each game going through the lineups. It won't be too in-depth, it won't be too detailed, but I think it's important that everybody who's watching be able to see what formations each team is running and which players are playing where. So, the first game that we're going to host today is Arsenal hosting West Ham. That is the Arsenal Gunners versus the West Ham Hammers. So let's kick off by starting about Arsenal. Arsenal is running a 3-4-2-1. Understanding that's a unique formation to be running in a league like this, but it's out of necessity because the Gunners unfortunately only have 3 backs. I expect the Gunners to be looking heavily at any free agents that come into the league looking to acquire another back so that they can at least run some more balanced formations. So let's talk about who's playing. Up top at striker is Luke Eggleton-Parr from the Irish League. He had a few goals over there and looks to be a high profile player here. To his left forward is Brian Steinhauer, another high potential forward, and new guy Paul Jones. We'll have to see what he brings to the Gunners in that lofty position up top. At left mid, we've got another new player for the Gunners, Joe Jaja, and at right mid, our favorite man bun, Xander Tout. In the middle, this is where I think the Gunners dominate. We've got 2 high-profile players in Ross and Keith. Generally, they play CDM. However, the Gunners manager has them playing a little higher as they're known to control the midfield and hopefully be able to feed some of these 4 to 5 forwards that they have up top. In the backfield, I think is another strength for the Gunners. We've got Hungarian Horvath, we've got Captain Brian Gillespie, and we've got Peter Jensen. They're going to have to be on their toes most games when they keep running this formation. They're hoping that these guys are good enough to protect their keeper, Alfie Lee, and help feed the midfielders to feed the strikers. All right, so those are your Gunners. That's your starting 11 for Arsenal. Let's head over to West Ham and see what they're running out today. Well, the Hammers are going with a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Up top, one of the best strikers in the league, and Chris Dornbosch, who's recently signed with West Ham. And to his right is Matthew Davis, a newcomer. We'll have to see how much Davis can help Dornbosch and Dornbosch helping Davis. In the middle, we've got Malencio Jacobs, flanked by Andy Clendenin and Robert Hurtado. Clendenin is definitely a high-profile midfielder. He's playing over here on the left side a little bit of left center mid. And we've got Hurtado, one of those hit-or-miss guys, playing at right center mid. And when I say hit or miss, you never know what Hurtado is going to bring to the table. Is he going to be a guy that grows to be a superstar, or is he going to be a guy that flames out? Only time will tell. But on the other side, like I said, Clendenin is definitely a high potential guy. Luckily for West Ham, at their central defensive mid is one of the best players in the league, Daniel Hutchinson. In the back, really great back line for the Hammers. Hammers did a lot of recruiting to get this back line. They've got the dynamic duo of Maldini and Puyol, and then the Icelandic Emilsson, and of course their captain, Matteo Marin. In the back is an unproven guy, Marcus Jonathan Smith, making his debut not only for the West Ham Hammers, but also for the league. So let's go over and talk about some of the settings that we generally have when we do these games. Go to kickoff. Obviously, all the games are simulated, so it goes in the middle. So let's talk about what you'll see. Arsenal's going to be hosting, and West Ham are the visitors. Home jerseys. Let's give them the alternate jerseys. And our game settings. Game settings, 8 minutes. Legendary. Match conditions, random. So those are the conditions that you will see us simulate our game settings on until further notice. So let's go ahead and get this game kicked off here. The interesting part about this game and why I chose it to be the first game of the season, of the friendly season, is because I manage Arsenal and Morgan manages the Hammers. And because we are both founders of this league, we thought it only appropriate for us to kick off the first Premier League friendly as we go at it against each other. So, without further ado, live from Emirates Stadium, we've got Arsenal versus West Ham. And unfortunately for you, you don't get to listen to Derek Ray and Lee Dixon. You get to listen to me. So let's get things kicked off. Looks like a beautiful night here in London as the teams line up. Moment of silence here. And the Gunners are pretty much ready to kick this thing off. And off we go. Here's Jacob Ross, and gives it off to Eggleton Parr. And it's back to Count Keith. Ross. Back to Ross. I think you're going to see that Ross and Keith try to control the midfield here against the Hammers. I wouldn't expect anything other than a lot of touches in this game. Speaking of, Ross down the line to Joe Jaja. Jaja's looking for a center. Dumps it back. Ross with the center. And it looks like the Arsenal Gunners are going to probably turn that ball over to the Hammers. Back to Dornbosch to Davis. Back to Dornbosch. Dornbosch kicks it back to Davis. Davis out to Jacobs. The Hammers are coming up the field here. There's an opportunity there. Just Davis with the ball. And a shot wide. That was pretty much a laser beam, but just not on target. Davis is going to need to make sure that he puts that ball on target with that kind of an open look. Obviously, Gordon Yago is not impressed with that shot. And the Gunners kick the ball off the midfield. Gunners retain possession. Our favorite man bun down at the bottom of your screen with the ball. Xander Tout. And the Gunners look to control this ball in the midfield. Steinhauer with his first touch of the game. Off to Keith. Arsenal pressing a bit here. Jones over to Eggleton Parr. Eggleton Parr in the box. Takes a shot just wide. What a fast opportunity there for Eggleton Parr. Beautiful pass. Nice hard strike. Just wide. You can see the frustration on Eggleton Parr's face. That was a great opportunity to kick this scoring off for the Gunners. But, needless to say, they come back with 0. There's a little fight for the ball at midfield. Tout wins it. Turns it over. Jacobs to Dornbosch. I expect you're going to hear Dornbosch's name a lot during this game as he looks to position himself in the box to take a couple of shots at that net. Marine and Hurtado are playing back-to-back. Down to Clendenin. The beautiful Goldilocks. Maldini with the ball at the bottom of the screen here. Looking over towards Jacobs. Jacobs just enters the box. Taps it off to Clendenin. Clendenin's looking for a center shot. Nice little pass, and there it is. Just like that. The Hammers are on the board. Wonderful pass across the box. And that is what we like to call an easy tap-in. Davis initially making an initial impact. As soon as he comes into the game, banger, right there. Not much Alfie Lee can do about that. Just a tap in. Beautiful pass across the box, and Davis puts it away. So let's get things started again. Arsenal, the Gunners down 1-0 here to the upstart Hammers. On paper, it looks like Arsenal is definitely the team that is not superior to the Hammers. The Hammers are definitely winning on paper, and so far they're winning in the game. A little bit of grabbing going on there on Tout. Breaks free. Ross with the ball. Steinhauer puts it back to Eggleton Parr. Eggleton Parr to Jones. Back to Eggleton Parr. Eggleton Parr takes another shot, but a nice save by Smith and quickly clears it out. So Parr has had 2 great opportunities so far for the Gunners. Coming back with 0. The Gunners are going to need Parr to be able to put those balls in the back of the net. He's a prolific striker, high potential guy. Definitely need him to put the ball in the back of the net. So here comes the Gunners, trying to show that they can control possession in this game a little bit. Trying to take things slow. Steinhauer over to Jaja. Jaja's in the box, dumps it off to Parr again. Looks like the flag may have went up. Let's see how close that was. Yep, Parr was definitely offsides by a couple of feet. Good call by the official. And Smith dumps it towards midfield. Arsenal maintains the possession of the ball. Here comes Ross, controlling the midfield. Back to Keith. Keith is pushing it up. Tout to Eggleton-Parr. Again, Eggleton-Parr is getting a lot of touches so far. Back to Eggleton-Parr. Ross dumps it off to Steinhauer. Steinhauer's about to enter the box here. Dumps it down to Jaw. Jaw looking for a center. Oh, nice play. Looked like Hurtado with a sliding tackle here. Kicking that ball out of bounds. Nice defensive play there by the midfielder. Ross dumps it into Steinhauer. Steinhauer drops it into the box. And it's just wide. Wow. What an opportunity there for Horvath. Horvath got a nice head on it and just knocked it wide of the goal. Wonderful cross there into the box. Horvath will be frustrated about that later. Parr pressing a little bit here. And just like that, the Hammers are at midfield. Hutchinson with the ball, quickly passes it off to Davis. Davis looking for a man in the middle. Jacobs with the shot. Not much there. Alfie Lee with a nice save. Barking out orders. Pumps it towards midfield. Hammers snag possession of it, and back they come. Here comes Jacobs. Jacobs back up to Dornbosch. Dornbosch was looking for a shot there, but really nice defense there by Gillespie, forcing him to take the ball back. This is definitely a back-and-forth game so far. Steinhauer up with the ball, looking for a man. Tout with a nice move there. Steinhauer dumps it back off to Parr. Parr to Steinhauer. Loving the movement here by the Gunners. Drops it down to Tout. Tout's looking, turns the ball over. He lost control of it a little bit on that pass. But back at midfield, Ross seals the ball. Nice little back heel by Tout. Jones is looking for something. Nice pullback. And this is what I'm talking about. The CDM's coming up and playing high in the box for the Gunners. Keith was in the box there for a minute. Arsenal being very, very patient, looking for an opportunity here. Ross takes a shot from way outside the box. He's a sneaky guy. He'll definitely take the shot from out there. Not much to worry about by Smith, though. Arsenal doing what I thought they were going to do, start to control the ball a little bit. Nice little pass into the box, but great defense there by number 7. And there's a shot. Oh, my gosh, what a save by the rookie. Man, what an opportunity for Jones right there to put one in the net. Nice shot. Just got too much of it, too close to Smith. And Smith with the sweet butt cut makes a big save and keeps this game at 1-0. Arsenal on the corner, dumps it short. Steinhauer back to Ross. Ross looks like he's looking to center it, but not much there. And Jaw back to Horvath. Gunners pressing here. Can feel the build up. And there's the pass to Eggleton-Parr. Nice. Nice stop by the defender. Bodies everywhere. And here come the Hammers at midfield, quickly out to Dornbosch. Dornbosch loses control. Gillespie steals it. And back the other way come the Gunners. This Gunners team's definitely going to be a countering team. They're lulling you in and then try to hit you long with all these forwards. Keith with the ball looking towards the box. Parr dumps it down to Tout. Tout has space, and there comes the pass in, and there it is. 1-1. What a pass by Xander Tout. Boom. Little KO punch by Jones there. Tout made a nice move, got into the box, and there were two Gunners rushing into the box here. Look at this play again. Tout makes a nice move. Jones wide open in the box. Lovely touch. Steinhauer was right there waiting for any deflection. Nice touch here. Just enough to get past Smith. And just like that, we've got a game on our hands. Paul Jones puts one away for the Gunners. So here we are, starting off again here at the 36th minute. West Ham with the ball. Down to Maldini at the bottom of the screen. Nice little move there on tout by Maldini. Maldini back out, has the ball. He's got space here. Looking for a cross. Nobody in the box yet, but there's a nice... Oh, my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. What a pass by Maldini. That's why he's important. That's why he's a high-profile player. Maldini with a wonderful pass into the box, and Davis puts it home. Nobody marked Davis. Davis just wandered into the box. Look at this. Gillespie had him at the corner of his eye. Oh, and there he is. There's not much you can do. Sorry about that, Alfie Lee. Davis is going to put this thing home all day long. And the Hammers go up 2-1. Just like that. Gordon Yago, stoked. Matthew Davis, goal. Just like that, 2-1 Hammers. Gunners look to strike back here in the midfield. Steinhauer dumps it down to Tout. Tout back to Keith. Keith showing some fancy flicking. And up come the Gunners. Passing midfield here. Nice little pass up to Ross. Ross looking to push a little bit. Nice back heel to Eggleton. Parr drops it off to Jones. Jones to Tout. The Hammers regrouped. And there's the turnover. Davis clears it out. Gunners happy to maintain the possession, and back they come. Looks like the Gunners are winning the possession battle here, but losing the score. But I expect to see a lot more pressing here. Cutting into the box here by, turnover by the Gunners. But they maintain possession here at mid. Eggleton Parr's had a lot of touches and a couple of opportunities. He's going to need to get open and put one in here for the Gunners. Keith moseying on down, nice pass to Jones in the box. Jones cuts back. He's looking for somebody to cut in the middle. Nobody's there. Back out to Ross. And then there's a little bit of a mishit there. Jones not happy with himself. Easy save for Smith. Gunners pressing again. Here they come. But quickly turn it over. Hurtado back out to Davis. West Ham looks content to take this into the halftime here. Maldini with the ball, presses it up, but turns it over. Nice play by Gillespie. The back of the box here. And that's halftime. That's the whistle, guys. 2-1 lead for West Ham here. Matthew Davis, let's talk about him. Minutes played, 48. 2 goals. 3 shots. Look at that conversion rate. Welcome to the Premier League Academy, Matthew Davis. Davis with the goal at 11 and 39, and Jones with the equalizer at 36. But we go into the halftime, 2-1 Hammers. Here's your stats. I don't pay much attention to the shots on goal. I think a lot of times this screen is wrong. You have to delve into the actual player stats to calculate how many shots we're on. But definitely, Arsenal controlled the ball 68% of the time. Definitely believe that. Great pass accuracy. They've just missed way too many opportunities inside the box, putting balls away. So let's start the second half here with the Gunners hosting, but down 2-1 to the Hammers. Mateo Marin off to Hurtado. Hurtado, like I said before, he's one of those guys. You know, he could be hit or miss. Wow, some physicality there by the little tank Ross. And up the field come the Gunners. Jones has been impressive in this game so far. Jensen puts it out to Keith. I think the Gunners are going to be pretty solid in the midfield. They're just going to need to find ways to score goals up top. And here comes the pass into the box. Jones with the shot. And he was on. 2-2. What a one-timer. Pass came quickly into the box. The Gunners must have had a nice halftime win one for the Gipper speech, because that was lights out. Quick strike by the Gunners. Smith couldn't do much about that. But what a pass. It was Ross right into the box. One-timer by Jones. And bang! It's that sweet beard. Not much they could do about that. He snuck in. Curler right past Smith. And here we go. This game is knotted at 2 goals apiece. The new guys make a huge impact here early. Now we're knotted up. Let's see who has the guts to win it all. Looks like Dornbosch is limping around out there. Not good. Not a good sign for the Hammers. He's their man. He's been pretty quiet in this game so far, but he's definitely their go-to guy, especially with a game on the line. There's a ball into the box. Nice little knock away there by Alfie Lee. And back come the Gunners towards midfield. Steinhauer with the ball. Keith and Ross have definitely had the ball a lot in this game. It'll be interesting to see the stats at the end, how many touches they've had. Parr to Tout. Parr looked a little tentative there. Looked like he had some space to take it and rip one. Decided to pass it. It's back into Parr. And out comes Smith. Cuts off the lane. And the Hammers are approaching midfield here. Dornbosch with the ball. Out to Clendenin. You see Dornbosch making a run. He definitely wants the ball. Back to Dornbosch. Dornbosch takes the shot. Nice save right there by Alfie Lee. Didn't look like Dornbosch got too much on that kick, but Lee still had to make a diving save. And back come the Hammers, trying to regain some possession in this game. Jacobs has been a little bit quiet. Marin down at the bottom of the screen looking for a cross. Puts one into the box. And a nice clearance. Controlled by... There we go, right back out. Horvath to Jaw. Back to Horvath. Some great play down there between Jensen and Gillespie down low. I think the Gunners have got to be impressed with some of the trainings with these three backs. They're big, young kids. They're going to be fantastic in this league if they can keep them together. Arsenal content to control the ball here in the midfield. Looks like Jones and Tout here playing a little game of catch. Back into Parr, who snuck into the box. Back out to Tout. Tout's looking for something in the middle. Nice! What a save right there. What a pass by Tout. Tout got it to Steinhauer. Steinhauer got a head on it, but Smith was right there to deny that opportunity. The Gunners were looking to go ahead. This rookie in the box has been impressive. Arsenal pushing again. There's a shot. Deflected in the box. Smith has been great. Here's that opportunity. Nice deflection there. Right place at the right time. But yeah, I've been impressed with Smith so far. Looks like the Hammers have found a good keeper. Don't know much about the guy other than he's big. We'll see how active he remains and what his potential is moving forward. Jensen with the ball right outside the box. He's going to take a shot. Nope, dumps it off back off to Jaw. But Jaw will look like he was a step offsides. They're not happy with the call. But turnover nonetheless. Here at the 67th minute, the Hammers are putting it near midfield. Sweet man bun in the middle of the field. Eggleton Parr back to Ross. Ross is looking for a cut in Steinhauer. Eggleton Parr is trying to get in the middle. Steinhauer's looking for him. But back to Ross. Oh, just not enough on the pass by Steinhauer. Ross was wide open, cutting in the box. Just not enough on it. And just like that, the counter is up. Hammers pushing. Nice little move there by Maldini. Back to Clendenin. Clendenin puts it in the box, but just too much. Missed opportunity there by the Hammers. Nice control here by Ross. Just outside the Gunners' box. This Jaw kid, he likes to be fancy. You can see him right here making a lot of moves. He's going to drop your Jaw with a lot of those moves. And Keith in the middle of the field here for the Gunners. Tries to dump it down to Steinhauer. Nice pass. Steinhauer just too much of a heavy touch and turns the ball over. Back the other way they come. But Hutchinson gives it up in the middle of... And back come the Gunners. Eggleton Parr looking to dump it off towards Jones. Jones looking for the hat trick. Just missed the shot. I think he got a little bit too excited to wrinkle the net there. Probably could have had space to pull that ball back, but misses way wide. No threat whatsoever to the goal on that one. Got about 25 minutes left to play here. Arsenal definitely starting to control things here. Gunners again pushing the ball up the field, controlling possession. 3 shots in the last 15 minutes and 69% of the possession in the last 15 minutes for the Gunners. Whatever the manager talked about at halftime, it's definitely working. Gunners look primed to put one right in the net and see what they can do. Ross with the ball here, looking to press. Eglin to Parr, back to Ross. Playing keep away here. Nice shot right there, but not much to do with Smith. Smith easily snags that ball out of the air. As you can see, he's got a lot of height on that kid. It's going to be really hard to score high on him. Jaw puts one in the middle. It's a nice little curling cross, but not enough on it. Arsenal still maintaining control, looking for another shot here. Steinhauer just outside the box, cutting down, looking for Parr in the middle. Puts it back to Jaw back to Ross. Ross to Tout and puts it into the box. Man, look at this fancy footwork here. Tout takes a... What? Did you guys just see that? Lightning quick strike by the man Buns Ender Tout as he runs towards the middle of the field and the team is chasing him. What a strike. It happened so quick we couldn't even announce it. Ross, bang. There's not a thing Smith can do about that. Lightning quick one-timer, no deflections, banking it off the post. Doink. Just like that. The Gunners. Look at the smile on Tout. What a blast. 82nd minute. Tout gives the Gunners the 3-2 lead. Talk about fireworks, people. 3-2. Arsenal has the lead. But the way this game is going, plenty of time left. Plenty of time left for the Hammers to nail one in. And here comes Jacobs. Back to Hutchinson. Looks like the Hammers are trying to spread out a little bit. Force the Gunners to cover wide. Hurtado with the ball dumps it down to Marin. Marin puts it in. Nice deflection there. But it's going to bring up a corner here for the Hammers. Hurtado on the corner. Dumps it in. Not a good corner whatsoever. Nice clear out, but they still maintain possession. Hutchinson with a nice drag back there. But turns it over outside of the box, and the Gunners are coming back the other way. Ross back out to Jones. Looking for a counter. Here comes Jones. Nice pressure right there by Maldini. Telling you guys, that Maldini Puyol side, it's going to be really tough to penetrate. And back come the Hammers in midfield here. Hutchinson right outside the box looking for something. There's a little bit of space here. Dumps it into Davis. And Davis couldn't control it. Got a little heavy on the foot. And Gillespie and company are playing catch. Gillespie just wanted to get that ball out of the box. And back comes Hurtado. Lots of space here for Hurtado coming up on the box. This is probably a last shot here for the Hammers. Hurtado's going to have to try to find time to cross this ball in and find one of those meaty foreheads and down. Oh. Looks like Marin might be holding his shoulder there. Landed pretty hard. Hopefully he's okay. As time ticks away here. One last chance for the Hammers. Marin seems to have shaken it off. Puts it in the middle to Clendenin. Clendenin's going to have to try to find somebody quick before this ref blows the whistle. There's just no space. What a play by Steinhauer. Horvath to Gillespie. And Gillespie and Horvath look content to play keep away here for the last second. And there it is, guys. Arsenal comes back from a 2-1 deficit and takes this game home for the first friendly. Look at Ross. That sweet hairdo. He's just stoked. Davis. Great effort by Davis. Just wasn't enough. Tout and Jones, just too much. 5 attempts. 2 goals from the forwards. Too much to oversee. Too much to overcome. And there we are. So let's go to the stats here and take a sneak peek at how everything ended up in this absolutely great game here. So let's start off by going over the Gunners. Jacob Ross, first game in a Gunner uniform, and boom, 9.1. That's what I'm talking about. 9.1 takes home the man of the match. 8.9 for Jones, 8.9 for Tout. Wonderful games for both of those. And let's talk about the goals. Jones, we saw them both wonderful goals, especially the one-time strike, and Tout's one-timer right off the post. Assists, look at this. Player of the match, Ross, 2 assists. Tout locks an assist in as well. Shots on target, lots of shots to go around. Jones took 5 shots, 4 of them on target. Domination. Steinhauer took 3 shots as well. Let's look at this midfield, man. Ross, 62 passes, completed 60 of them. The control in the midfield was amazing in this game. Keith, 38 of 38 passing. I mean, look at Jensen, 10 of 10 passing. Complete domination with the ball. Dribbles, 41 of 41 for Ross. 30 of 30 for Keith. Look at that backfield. Horvath, Gillespie, Jensen, completely perfect. 10 of 10, 9 of 9, 10 of 10 dribbles. Lots of crosses in this game here. Jaw needs to work on his crossing, but luckily Tout was there for a couple of crosses. The tackles, Steinhauer. Oh my gosh, 3 of 3 in tackles. Forwards out there playing wonderful defense. Look at that. 3, 6, 7 tackles. 7 attempted tackles by the forward. They completed 6 of them. Alfie Lee, not much to say about him in this game. Luckily, he made a couple of good saves, but he really wasn't pressed too much. The 2 goals that he gave up were tough. There's not much he could do about that, but pretty quiet night for Lee in goal. And let's look over here at the Hammers. The middle of the field is where they excelled. Glendening with a 7.8, Hurtado with a 7.2. 8.3 for rookie Davis. Nice game for him. Maldini was great on the left side with a 7.7. Of course, Davis put in 2 goals, 2 wonder goals. And here are your assists. Maldini, of course, Glendening, both on the left side, gave 2 assists. Not a lot of shots in this game. Most of them were by Davis, and luckily he put a couple in the back of the net. Decent amount of work here in the midfield. 21 of 23 for Glendening, 22 of 22 for Jacobs. Hurtado was solid as well. Here's your dribble stats. Hutchinson was great. Don't bother looking at where Hutchinson is playing on the screen. The screen is always wrong for accuracy purposes. He was not playing striker. Crosses completed. Not many crosses in this game. Marin, who's usually a pretty solid crosser, missed both of his crosses. Maldini was a tackling machine. He went out to try to attempt 4 tackles, got 2 of them. Saves. Can't say much more about Marcus Jonathan Smith. Great performance. Sure, he gave up 3 goals, but the guy was under pressure all night long. Somehow he kept out 8 of those balls, okay? Because this game could have easily been 6-2 Gunners if it weren't for Marcus Jonathan Smith. All in all, great match for both teams. 5 total goals. Exciting night. Exciting day. Congratulations to the Gunners for taking this game 3-2 over the Hammers. Complete domination when it comes to control. 62% of the possession. Looks like Gordon Yago is going to have a lot of butt ripping to do when he gets back in that. They had the 2-1 lead, weren't able to keep it, and the Gunners come back. Well, that's all we've got for this broadcast. Tune in for the next broadcast. I'm going to be working with Fletcher Leart Morris, who's going to be helping me do some color commentating. Completely looking forward to that and making this league the best league on the planet. Have a great day.